You're off to take the 5 youngsters to the JumpStart extended training camp. Some of the things, as the coach, and you've already been speaking with the NBA coaches that were down, what can these boys expect?
Well, I mean, similar to Bermuda, they can expect that the talent level is going to be elite because you're talking about the 5 best players from each country. I would anticipate that they're going to be well prepared, but at the end of the day, they're going to have to come and bring their A game so that they can be noticed. Because at the end of the day, coaches are looking for something special. All these kids down there, I'm expecting they're all going to be able to play. And so as coaches and the NBA legend are going to be picking the 8 that are going to go to the next level, they're going to be looking for something special. And sometimes those are things that you can't teach. It might be size, it might be speed. Sometimes it's a skill level that just is really high. They're always looking for what they would call intangibles, so that's what they should expect.
What are some of the things you've been doing with them since they've been selected to prepare them physically and then mentally for this new challenge?
Well, I can tell you, I'm excited because all 5 of these boys have joined our elite development program this year. So they've been just getting, advanced ball handling work, a lot of shooting, a lot of really tough competition. For instance, last night these guys played against some postgraduate players. So they played against one kid who's already got a scholarship and a couple others who clearly have some potential to play at the collegiate level. So by playing at that level, that's the sort of thing that's going to get them ready for this.
No, it was a lot of excitement when the NBA coaches came down and spots were up for grabs.
Right.
What did you think these particular 5 did to capture that imagination of that NBA coach looking for that special?
Well, now here's the thing. We had at least 10 players at that event that could have been selected easily. But I think what happens in a situation like this is coaches are trying to project out, and they're trying to go out maybe 4 or 5 years and try to determine who has the most upside. And so the group they selected, there's a lot of similarities there. Really athletic kids, some even younger kids that they're thinking, okay, this kid's going to grow another 4 inches, 5 inches. So, again, they could have, from a character perspective, we had 26 kids in the gym that could have all been selected. But these five boys, when you start to project out, you say they're going to get taller, they're going to get stronger. You can already see a high level of athleticism. They're starting to really understand how to play the game in terms of their IQ. So, I think that's what they were looking at.
What support system are you going to be for them over these next few days? Because, as we know, Bermudians get overwhelmed when they get to a big arena and there's elite and people they don't know.
Right.
They tend to be a bit standoffish, shy, not be expressive as they usually are. What advice are you going to be able to pass on to make sure that they do express themselves, they do act the way they do in Bermuda?
I think what's important, when you look at this particular group, every one of these kids has traveled all summer, okay? Some of these boys have traveled with the Hurricanes program to the global squad events. 3 of them have traveled with me for about 3 weeks, so they've been to like 5-star camp. They've been to Point Guard College. They've been to some really elite events. So they've been in events where there's a really aggressive mindset. And so it's a learning process. Not everybody gets it. A couple of these kids are already starting to show that level of aggressiveness that I know they're going to be fine. The others, again, it happens at a different pace for everybody, but this is the sort of thing that's going to help them prepare them because they're all still kids. And so in the long run, this is all supposed to be preparation for these guys to eventually represent our men's team. And, a lot of the guys that are on the current men's team didn't have these sorts of opportunities. So we're in a really good place where, these guys are ready to compete.
All right, well, good luck to them and good luck to you. We'll talk to you on your return.
All right, thanks a lot, Earl.